What's up, guys? So, not even gonna lie, I forgot to do the obstacles part of that. Super fun. So, anyways, I figured I'd make it a part two. Anyways, the more I was thinking about it, I was like, should I redo it? No, I'm just gonna leave it. And then, really, once you have all of this down, is really when you can go to the obstacles, anyways. So, this is just part two of all the obstacles that could come up to prevent me from doing this, okay? And we're gonna kind of walk through some of them. It's not gonna be as long as the last one, so don't worry. But if you have your list, bring it, and we're kind of going to go through some obstacles that could happen and how I'm just going to show you how I do it, so that'll just help you do yours, kind of thing, you know? So the first one with like helping me help more people, continue to grow my business. You know, I mentioned some of the goals that I have are being more consistent with my YouTube, making sure my newsletter goes out to the people who signed up for it, and just continuing my education courses, things like that. So really, for all of them, the biggest obstacle that could come up is just time, like me not doing it, me just saying, I don't feel like it, you know? So what I've decided to do with that is to try to, now this works for me in every aspect of my life, errands, my fitness, everything, my job, everything, is I stack the day and even the weeks with all of my work. So that way the back end is more relaxing. I know some people like to spread it out and do a little bit every day. I don't like it. And same thing with workout. Some people like to work out later in the afternoon. I don't like it. I like to stack my day. I like to get my steps in, my workout in as early as possible, so that way it's done, okay? So that's the same way that I'm gonna treat my week, is I'm going to stack my week with these things. So I'm going to get as much of it done on like a Monday through Wednesday type situation. And even if I don't film my YouTube video, but the research that goes behind it, like I have to take notes, I have to think of a topic, I have to do some research, you know, all of that, get all of that done Monday through Wednesday. And that way Thursday, Friday will literally be like sending out the newsletter that's already ready, and uploading my YouTube video or recording my YouTube video that's already kind of like basically ready, you know? So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so next with my marriage stuff, so counseling, my individual counseling, and just communication, I'm trying to think of the obstacles that could come up for that. And really it's going to be timing, obviously making it a priority, and just building the habit. So that's when my forming the habit technique is going to come into play. So whenever things are like, something's going to trigger me, like just feeling like we're not communicating enough, or feeling like we're speaking two different languages, which a lot of times we do. We'll be sitting down and having a conversation, I'm like, are you even hearing me? And like, it's the same vice versa. So I think just letting that trigger me to communicating more. So whenever I go through that frustration, or I feel like we're not on the same page, just to stop and really be like, okay, we need to actually communicate. Maybe not, now's not the best time. Let's come back in an hour. Let's come back tomorrow to this, and we can try to communicate this again. So I think that is gonna help me. So we'll see. We're gonna try it out. Okay, so now the self stuff. I honestly feel like this is gonna be the hardest thing for me. My patience, just being a better mother, reducing my anxiety, my stress, not letting every little thing in life bother me. So the obstacles that could come in that is just life. Life is overwhelming. Like I can't stop that, you know? There are certain things that if you have a family member that's sick that you have to take care of, if you have bills that you have to pay, so work takes precedent to your survival, you know? Those things are just not gonna go away. Life is not gonna get less stressful. Things aren't gonna just stop happening to me. I'm not gonna have to stop working. I'm not gonna, you know, have to stop taking care of my son. I'm not going to have to cook our meals and find time to exercise and find, you know, nothing, that's not gonna happen, right? So anyways, I have to figure out what is going to stop me from practicing on my patients. And honestly, I think I'm just going to continue to try the let them theory and the what if it works out theory. That has honestly already helped me and changed the way like I dealt with some panicky issues this week already. So I've seen the benefit in that. So I'm definitely just gonna try to slow down. And I think that's gonna help with my patience, because I constantly feel like, I don't know if you can tell, but I talk 1,000 miles a minute, right? So just genuinely slowing down. So trying to practice slowing down, trying to practice taking things day by day. Like, it doesn't have to be all or nothing, all at once kind of thing. And realizing that if I don't get everything done, then there's always tomorrow. Or guess what? Something just might not get done. You know? So I think I'm gonna put slowing down. So that's something that the obstacle that will get in my way is going to be just life. And I can't really, like, what am I gonna do, stop life? So slowing down is going to help me get over that obstacle, I think. We'll see. I don't know, you know? Okay, so our finances, again, this is something that I really need Keith to try to chime in on, but as far as obstacles go, what could come in the way? So unexpected house issues, unexpected car problems, unexpected medical things, unexpected family issues. We could have to fly somewhere. That would be unexpected. So those things are obstacles that could get in the way. But what I'm going to do if and when those things come up is just go into that savings account that we are literally planning for. That's literally why it's there, not getting stressed out. You know, I feel like a lot of us, if hopefully if we are able to contribute to a savings account whenever something does happen, we're like, oh no, we have to go into our savings account. But it's like, that's what it's there for, you know? So I think not letting that stress me out is going to be a big help. So we'll see. And not letting things stress me out before they even happen. That goes into the self too. Like, I can't be stressed if something, the air conditioner breaks, or if the car breaks down. I can't be stressed about that right now because it hasn't happened yet. So just understanding that life is going to throw a bunch of things at you, and when and if it does happen, what are you going to do then? Okay, cool. I'm going to go into my emergency fund. That's why I literally have it. Okay, so my cardio, what could stop me? I just don't feel like it, to be honest. So that is going to be something that I have to form a habit on again. So not feeling like it, or K3 being homesick from school might stop me from doing it. I just have other things going on that day. So again, kind of like the other thing where it's a task, I want to front load it in my day, in my week. So if I can start like Monday maybe, or Tuesday even, because I do love lifting on a Monday, but if I could start like Monday or Tuesday, put my cardio in, so that way life and just me being tired throughout the week doesn't stop me from doing it. So as the week goes on, you're more tired, obviously. Hopefully you get to rest on Sundays. I get to rest on Sundays. So Monday I'm like excited and motivated. I'm ready to crush it. So I think front loading that into my day and my week is going to help me with that. Okay, so make more time for like family and friends. So obstacles for that, this is kind of where I wish it was like a two-person conversation, because I'm trying to think of what obstacles could get in the way. Just honestly letting life pass me by, letting things get too crazy. I think what I want to do is literally put it on my calendar. I know that sounds ridiculous, but putting it on my calendar, every Wednesday, text my mom and see if she wants to FaceTime, or every, same thing with my sister. I know with my friends, it's harder just because they have their own lives. They have their own families they're trying to check in with. They have their own husbands and children and mothers and, you know what I mean? So I respect that, and they also respect me in that sense. That's why I just love the few really good friends that I have. So yeah, I think trying to set it actually on my calendar will help, because life is going to get in the way, and before I know it's going to be 2 weeks before I talk to my sister, so. Okay, so I hope this was helpful, because you have to identify the obstacles that will come up. So if you're, example, because this is mostly, health and fitness, but I do want you to think of other goals. But so if you are trying to, make better choices for lunch or whatever, obstacles are going to come up. So let's say, someone invites you to go out to lunch, or you forget your lunch in the refrigerator that day. So stressful, right? Well, okay, so plan B, that's an obstacle. What am I going to do that day? Okay, either I say, yes, I want to go out with them for lunch and keep my lunch for the next day. Whenever I'm out, I will look at the menu before I get there, so that way I already know what to order, and I'm not going to be, like panicked, kind of like, okay, your turn, and you just order anything. Or if you forget your lunch and you don't want to go out to lunch with whoever invited you, then you just go out to lunch on your own and find a few different places that you already know where you can get something good and healthy and nutritious at. Have that already, you know, written down, because you know that's an obstacle that could come up and will come up. So yeah, so I hope this was helpful. Part 2. Sorry, I kind of forgot in the first half, but honestly, I think it worked out better this way because the first video was like 20 minutes long. So anyways, all right, I hope that you crush your goals this year. If you have any questions, shoot me a message. Bye.